Welcome to Shoshone Lake. Come with us as we backpack 23 miles from Delacy Creek all the way over to the Firehole Geyser and out at the Divide Trail. Starting at the Delacy Creek trailhead, we had 5 miles to cover to get to our very first campsite along our 24-mile loop. We started later in the evening, so we knew we only had a few hours to get there before it got dark. And since this was our first time ever backpacking in Yellowstone, we were definitely a little on edge about the animal situation, especially as the nighttime was coming. Shoshone Lake is the largest backcountry lake in the lower 48, and it also just happens to be one of the deadliest because in the morning and evening times, the lake is very calm and deceiving, and by midday it gets really rough, and oftentimes kayakers and canoers get caught in those waves and end up capsizing. That's why the meadows are flooding, because of this beautiful beaver dam. I mean, they've done a really good job.
5-star for construction.
Yeah, construction project, 5 stars. Interrupting our trail, 1.5 stars. Entertainment afterwards, 5 stars. Look how beautiful it is though, the reds, oh. Ooh. Our campsite is beautiful.
Cookies.
Okay, Sarah, once again, all about the food.
All about the food.
And that is our view. Beautiful views. Cannot beat this. Okay, battle of the food. Let's see what everyone has. Sarah.
Chicken burrito bowl.
What's in it?
Rice, chicken, bell pepper, onion, salsa. It was really good.
Wow.
And Pat.
We're sharing. We got peak, chicken and broccoli, and there's rice in here. It's really yummy.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. It's cheesy.
I don't think you can go wrong with rice.
No,
No.
you can't.
What do I have? I have
The mystery bag.
pulled pork with Brussels sprouts and mashed potatoes. Brussels sprouts with Sarah's addition.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see how it is.
Probably close to our age. And they get off the hike. They go for Mexican.
The water is crazy in the daytime. At night, it is perfectly calm right now. Gosh, this lake is so quiet. It's unbelievable. And it's 44 degrees right now, and it feels really toasty. So temperature at elevation is definitely really weird. We got some of our stuff out drying before we head on to our next location. We did have one visitor last night. We're thinking it was probably a deer because we could hear hoofs, but it was really small, and it was playing in the water a little bit. So, and then of course, we got some mice and chipmunks running around too. But we have about a 12-mile day today, so we're gonna get packed up and get moving. How'd you sleep last night, Sarah?
That's all right. I mean, I feel like it's always kind of hard to sleep your first night out, but I think we finally figured out our sleep system, and it was so quiet around here. And my pro tip is I sleep with earplugs, which probably isn't the most safe thing. I wouldn't recommend that unless you're staying with someone else. Definitely don't do that solo. But yeah, overall, good. good night.
We still have not found a pillow that we like.
No. I did a makeshift last night and threw my down jackets underneath it, so it elevated it, because I think my neck just needs that height. It's kind of hard to find, I mean, unless you get the blow-ups, but the problem we have with the blow-up pillows is then they're too rigid. You don't get any, like, squish. So, I don't know. We're pillow princesses. We gotta figure it out still.
12 plus years of this and still can't find a good pillow. Maybe we need to make one.
At this point, maybe.
Today was a bigger day. We had about 12 miles to go with about 1,500 feet of elevation gain to get to Firehole Springs to camp for the night. And they're off. Just listen to how quiet this place is, though. It's amazing.
So my aunt is a good example.
Looks easy peasy.
Yeah, that's not big at all.
But we did fun stuff. We were always camping. Oh, there's a squirrel dropping pine cones. Dropping stuff, yeah. See? Look for the pink flags. That would be hilarious if you did.
So this is the campsite 8R5 at, what is this called?
Basin Bay.
Basin Bay. So this campsite has pretty good access to the water. It's a nice little point here. And then right across the way over there is the Shoshone Geyser Basin. All over there. There's a couple kayakers over there. That might be a kayaking campsite. I'm not sure. But you have fantastic view of the lake over here. It's a little trek to this campsite. It's a little ways off trail. But just like all the other sites, very peaceful right now.
Delacy Creek Trail.
Good job.
That is deep.
So deep.
Oh,
You got it. You're there.
I've never been so happy to see a bridge in my life. Woohoo! Woohoo!
So from Basin Bay to Shoshone Meadows, that was probably my favorite part of this trail so far. You have that winding creek that you follow for that entire time, all the fall colors, and just peaceful and quiet. It's like being in a painting. I loved it. All right, we have made it to OA3, which is the Firehole Springs campsite. Got a nice little communal area, bear hang over there. Then we got to figure out where the campsites are. Are they over there? Or over there? Probably need to filter water upstream of that, even though it's basically just bones at this point. This little pool, nice and sulfur smell coming out of it. All right, here's our campsite. It's in this nice little corral thing too. We can fit both tents in pretty easily. I think the spot's for 6 people, so a third tent might be a little tight, but we could have maneuvered to make it happen. But it's nice because you got the view of the prairie. And for whatever reason, we haven't seen any wildlife except for chipmunks and squirrels and some birds. But you would think there'd be some bison or something out there. Nothing at the moment. Got some steam over there.
Because there's all the heat activity, all the geysers around here.
That spot specifically, that probably means that Yellowstone's gonna blow in 24 hours.
No, it's just we're in the caldera, so everything's off gassing.
Yeah, like Sarah.
No, I'm not. Rude.
Oh.
And 26 degrees last night. Nice and frosty. On our final day, we had 7 more miles to complete the entire loop, and that would take us to the Continental Divide trailhead where we left a secondary car. We had an elk bugling all night long, but I still don't see any. Last night I was trying to take Milky Way photos from my sleeping bag in the tent, and Sarah got mad at me because I was letting out all of the heat. But here is one photo of the Milky Way from my sleeping bag. With the cold mornings, you can see the steam so easily. Alright, right now I am decked out in Outdoor Vitals gear. This is a Nova Pro jacket. One thing I do like about it is it's got these little thumb loops, so my hands are warming up because I've been holding cold stuff all morning. It's helping to keep that nice and warm. These are the Skyline Trail Joggers, which I have over the top of, I forget the name of these, the fleece thermals as well. And so being 26 degrees out, I'm actually pretty toasty. The only thing that's cold right now is my fingertips. But that layering right there on a morning like this, keeping me nice and warm. There's a lot of steam back there. Look at that, it's just rolling off. Hot chocolate dance. Our first wildlife sighting. It's a bison. Finally, something bigger than my fist. On today's episode of Bison TV, Fernan comes all the way to our tents to say hi because he likes us. Hopefully those bones don't belong to his cousin. Alright, we are leaving at this campsite. This might be one of our favorite campsites so far. Our little bison friend back there definitely helped with that. But it is really nice here. And you got the stream here, pretty good water, and then first thing in the morning you have all the steam that you can see. So right now you can't really see a whole lot of steam, but first thing in the morning you can really see all the steam that's around here. So there's a lot to explore for sure. Now we have about a 7-mile hike back to the trailhead, and we will be done. So let's get going.
Yep, it is.
That's the way I'm going.
Oh, yay! Yeah. Super fun.
Oh, so you're going to the Jackson?
No, actually, so we did Tetons.
Our timing ended up being perfect for that. Apparently it erupts every 3-ish hours, and we got here right as it started. So that's really cool. What a fantastic way to end the trip. I'm assuming there's nothing like that the rest of the way out. So if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you in the next one.
Oh, he's looking at us.
I did not have my long lens available.
Shit.
I'm still not seeing what you should.
Follow the walk down to the water until you see something moving.
It's scratching its face.